the from the Cup of Tea suite. Now let's see. Do I have cutes? Okay, well, can't even find my own sample from that I sent in for the swap, but it's here somewhere. Okay, so next up in our lineup, we are going to move from page 12 and 13. We're going just one page over, and this is that awesome bundle called Sending Smiles. I have a couple of samples to show you. Now this was my simple Facebook Live, my hashtag simple stamping about 2 weeks ago, using a new in-color combination. I'm loving this Starry Sky. So here's a couple that I got from the swap. Super cute, layering up some of the new Designer Series paper using the Sweet Sorbet. And see, I was using Sweet Sorbet here as well. Now, this is Angie Leach, and I think she's in Canada, if I recall. She paired Sweet Sorbet with, looks like, this is the new Parakeet Party, where I paired it with the new Starry Sky. Now, this goes totally off the grid, and I love it. So this is one of our new Designer Series paper, the black and white. And this is Lynn Feldkamp, and she has paired this. She's given just a little frame of the Orchid Oasis and used some of those Orchid Oasis dots. And doesn't that make that black and white just really pop? I love this. Just a gorgeous, this is using all those gorgeous dies from the Sending Smiles bundle. Okay, moving along. And the next one I have, we are going to go to the next page, and this is Bottled Happiness. I have a couple of samples with that. And this is cute because you have this spray of flowers. Now, this is using last year's in colors, Polished Pink and Soft Succulent. Look how she's kind of roughed up the edges of this layer and turned it down a little bit to give it some really nice texture. This sample uses the spray of flowers and not the bottles. So I love, interestingly enough, these both used, it's because of the same person. This is Monica Gaberti. Really sweet lady. I think she's up in upstate New York, if I recall. We get to be friends with these people when we go on these trips with them. So it's really fun. We just make so many relationships within Stampin' Up, globally as well as at the local level and within our teams and such. So really cool. This is Bottled Happiness. Now, let's go a little farther, and we are going to go all the way up to, I think we're moving up to page 78. I tried to do a little bit of my page numbers here, but I was busy feeding my face in between Facebook Lives here today. So he's the man, this awesome masculine suite. I think it's going to be enormously popular. So here we go with some great samples. Love this. And this is, again, where you're going to find, let me show them to you, these awesome dies. So this is where you're seeing this label die. We're seeing it in a lot of places. And let me see if I can pull this up again really quick. It was one of these. Oh, look at there. So there it is. There's this label die that is in the a sample for the teacups. But look here. This die is this wide, but you see how she has snipped it in half and pulled it on either side of this kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of, what do you call that? It's a jagged circle. I can't think of the name, but anyway, really cool papers on there. Great color palette. Now here you see how you can use this little element, and I love that you can cut two of them at once because they've given you two. And isn't that an adorable? I mean, that's where I kept looking for that stamp, and it's part of this masculine stamp set. So you can cut that little van out by itself, or you can use it together. And isn't that a great card to give your husband, to give your guy family members. We're together as a family for the long haul. I love that. Let's see. Here we go. To the man who does everything. I love how this is Mary Ann Grimmer in North Carolina. You see how she's taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the patterns from the designer series paper to the man who does everything, because, you know, this has masculine dress, cars, just a cool pattern here, camping, grilling. I mean, this is just fun. And both of these dies are part of this die set. And yeah, that little arrow as well. A lot of cool. This is going to be great for scrapbooking too. Okay. I love, love, love this suite. Okay. Look at this. Super simple, but look how classic. Hello, handsome. Isn't that cute with a little mustache? I love this. And this is just done with a layering circle. So this uses the stamps and the paper, but not the dies. Hey, Jackie, I'm glad to see you back again. Now, this is really cool because this is Sandy Reese. What she's done here is she's taken, you see how she's made a little frame there? So she cut a rectangle of whatever size, like 1/4 inch beyond this, and made a 3D frame. Really cool. And again, just layering up 4 of the patterns from this designer series paper. And you can see that one side of the paper has like patterns, and the other side has like, I guess geographic patterns like plaids and almost like menswear patterns. And the other side has more of your, you know, your images with all kinds of masculine images. So super, super cute. Love, love, love. That is the He's the Man suite. And I keep showing off these dies because I think everybody should have them. These should be on your wish list, even if you don't want this suite. If you're not into masculine cards, this is awesome, awesome dies. They're only $28 and you get 10 dies. Now, let's see. Did I have this page turned down? Yes. I only have one sample here, but isn't this cute? I love that she's made this with the blues, and this is Patty Chanel. I don't know if you can tell, what she's done here is because there's dies to cut these out. Yes, Jackie, these are awesome masculine cards. This, I think, could be for anybody. This is for a man or a woman who loves beer. Another round for your birthday. You see how she has stamped on a window sheet and cut that out so that it goes right over the top and it makes it look like a true glass or a true mug of beer. Love that. Really cool. Really cool and super simple. Okay, I think I have in here, yep. This is the Wild and Sweet, which could be used for anybody, you know, any of our nature lovers. This is interesting. This is Mary Ellen Stites, and she has stamped this and inked it up in a couple of colors, and then she put a piece of vellum over it to just soften the whole thing. So really pretty, really classic. Okay, now we are moving into one of my absolute favorite suites in this book. Just a couple pages over, this Sun Prince. Now this, you can see where it features the blues. However, Starry Sky, one of our new ink colors, but there's a second set of papers as well. So let me show you what I've got here. And I'm going to be stamping with this set later today. So at 4 o'clock, I'm going to be stamping with you. This is that label that we keep seeing. And here, this is Laura Milligan, one of our $1 Million Achievers, and she has actually cut this out from the designer series paper, which is really fun. And this is that new Fern embossing folder. It's a 3D, and these are just beautiful, beautiful images. This is layered up with one of our punches that's been around for a while. And then here is another great example using the same set of papers and really featuring that starry sky. It's so gorgeous. Now here, she has actually heat embossed this on vellum and then punched it out. That is Laurie Krause. I don't know her personally. Okay, now let me show you This is one that I did that didn't, I was designing for a class and this didn't make the cut. But I wanted to show you because this is one of the dies. You have this really cool wreath die, and I cut this out of the mother of pearl paper, and I think it's really gorgeous. But yeah, this didn't make the cut. And then this is one of the swap cards that I made for this swap. Really, this is not using any of the dies. This is using just the stamps. It has a really cool paint, kind of an ink blot, paint blot stamp, and then the back of one of the sets of papers has the ink blot pattern as well. And I was going in with, this is the Sweet Sorbet, and it pairs really nicely with, what is this, Mossy Meadow. So that is Nature's Prints. Now, right next to this, I think, in the catalog is, yes, the Wisteria Wishes. And those of us in Texas, we saw this and immediately thought of bluebonnets. And one of my team members, Jill, made a gorgeous, gorgeous bluebonnet card with this. But look at that. And this is just stamp, ink, and paper. With a little bit of designer series paper here. This is actually all cardstock. Let me open this up. This is Renee Conkey. She is another friend of mine and another of our $1 Million Achievers. Oh yeah, look at there. She's got that little bit of parakeet party peeking out from all of that gorgeous, gorgeous starry sky. Is that what it's called? Yeah, starry sky. I love, love, love this deep blue. I thought Parakeet Party was my natural first love because I love every shade of lime green. That's just gorgeous, and that is just stamping. This is done with one of our punches to fancy up the edge. Yeah, gorgeous. Okay, moving along. Now we're going to go up to Hughes of Happiness. This whole big suite. And I've got some great samples to show you. This is going to be a real favorite. There were a lot of samples in here for this. So again, this is my Trip Achievers swap that I participated in. This is showing you, well, I guess 1, 2, 3 of our new in colors, and then a little bit of, what's it called? I can't think of the name of it right now. I want to call it sugar plum, sweet sugar plum, and that's not right. Fresh Freesia from one of our in colors from last year. And this is one of our new designer series papers. So really pretty and bright. And this is our new Tahitian Tide. Now this one is our new Orchid Oasis. And this is just stamping the flowers. Again, these are just stamping the flowers. Aren't they beautiful? Love, love, love this font. And then this one, this is cutting out the die, cuts out the flower, the stamped flower, or it cuts out the designer series paper. And that's what's happened on both of these. And then look how you can color it. You can stamp it, color it, and punch it out with the dies. I mean, what's not to love there? This is one of the other dies that's in the set. It gives you this really cool background. And then this is the designer paper. So this is really kind of the whole suite. And that's also, you get these cool dots with it. Let me see if I think I can grab those really quick. Let me see. These are really pretty, pretty bright colors. Ah, yes, here we go. Haven't even opened them yet. So these glossy dots, yeah, I think this is Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and maybe Coastal Cabana. That is my best guess there. But that's what you're seeing here as well as here. Now this also uses a set of dies that I spoke about this morning. Now let me just get over here because this uses the stamps, and they've been colored, and the paper, but none of the dies. So I like having samples to show you different ways to use the suite, and that helps you determine which aspects, which elements of the suite you really would want to add to your collection. Now let me show you. I was just getting ready to mount these dies in one of my little magnet containers. So this is called the Fabulous Frames dies. And it's item number 159163. Now let me show you, because I've just started using these. That's what this die is right here. So you can see how that makes that really cool frame. But look at these other frames. And then you also have double sets of little photo corners. So photo corners, these are going to be great for our memory keeping, scrapbooking, but they're also going to be great for highlighting, really bringing attention to a particular element of a card, a focal point. So that is all Hughes of Happiness. Now, this is another set. Let's see if I can. This uniquely artistic. So I got this in my, what do you call it? We did a, like a virtual convention, and you got a stamp set with it. And this is the one that I got. Really cool stamp set. So here's one, and this is all done with Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis. And again, stamp. You see how you have an like an outline stamp, and then you also have where you can fill in, and then these pretty little greenery pieces. And so this is using 3 of our new in colors. Now I like this because there's no words. You can use any words you want, and I think that this is Jessica Brigden. She made that's a great. That's a really good greeting to go with this. Now, here is another example using kind of the same, this is Laura Borchert. She stamped 3 of these flowers without using the fill-in stamp, and then some little pieces of greenery. This is one of our new In Color Designer Series papers. Love, love, love this card. And then this is one that I did for the swap, and this is stamped repeatedly across here. And then this, of course, uses Parakeet Party, one of my favorite of the new in colors. And these are not new rhinestones. I actually just colored these with a Night of Navy blend. This is a set of dies that carried over from the mini catalog. And this is actually a really cool set of specialty papers, and it's all like glossy for the second one. You're asking about the dies, Linda. Let me show you. I think that, where did I put? Oh, here we go. They are called Fabulous Frames. And there's the item number, and they will be in the back of the catalog in the die section. They are really worth having. And then I've got just a couple of singles, and I didn't look up page numbers for these. So this is the new super cute bird set. What's it called? I have it. Sweet Songbirds. Isn't this adorable? And this is using our new Host Designer Series paper. Isn't that just adorable? So there's a cute, cute punch that goes with this. And then this is a stamp set that I pointed out this morning that is just a big greetings stamp set. And this is Suzanne Taylor. I'm not even sure what technique she used, but isn't that gorgeous? I think it's maybe Joseph's coat or something. I don't know, but this is a really cool card. Sending sunshine and good feelings your way. So that is the end of my swap parade, and I will be back with some stamping for you at 4:00 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you are inspired and either whittling down your wish list, adding to it, getting lots of great ideas. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care and God bless.